Good afternoon, all. Certain here instead of Certain what's on the channel. Let's hope we have a nice and exciting race between Nicholacci and KillerApp.
Yo, I'm back. So, Nicholacci is off. I'm going to assume KillerApp is off. He might not have his screen captured correctly.
I've got a feeling KillerApp is just going to do a lot of dark rooms in this game.
Oh, I see. So, we probably won't be seeing the lamp from him.
Nope. And it looks like Nicholacci's actually going for the hula-hand room at the start.
Yeah, this is a nice 250 some odd rupees that you can just get right from the start after a small little camera correction bug that goes on after you jump in the water from there.
And there we have our Luigi sprite from KillerApp.
Oh man, just in time to find the heart from Uncle. And I guess we missed whatever is in the house chest, but I'm sure Nicholacci will get to it here eventually.
And absolutely nothing on Uncle's side in this game.
Oh, it was 300 rupees. Nice. Well, with that and Houlihan already done, Nicholacci's very, very rich.
1 minute go mode on Zora. Will he have life lessons again, though?
Of course he will. It's always it. It looks like Nicholacci's going to be farming some bombs here in the Southern Grove area. Two of these bushes here have like a 50-50 shot of having bombs in them. So it's not uncommon for people to come down here and see if they can farm some bombs. Though, with the current amount of money he has, I'm not exactly sure if this is the best play, but...
And the funny part is, Nicholacci's actually farming for bombs while KillerApp picks up a 4-bomb drop from the very first enemy he kills.
I saw that. What a great thing. And the bush crab item today is hearts. Yeah, it looks like Nicholacci gave up, so he's just going to be checking out these bottom two, and then he'll just buy some in town.
And it looks like rupees in Lumberjack Cave.
I think that was half magic.
Half magic even? Then I didn't see that correctly on the restream. I'm sorry.
That's alright. There was a number at the bottom, and I only saw a 2. So I think that's what it was, but maybe it was just 2 rupees.
Yeah, maybe it's in the fabled 2 rupee green rupee.
Yeah, that's not really in circulation much. In fact, everyone gets annoyed when you pay with the 2 rupee.
And just more bombs for KillerApp.
Well, good. He won't have to buy any in town then. Ooh. A quick moon pearl from the back of the tavern.
That will definitely aid with his 500 rupees. He can actually fake Flipper and do Zora right now.
Yeah, with that moon pearl, they'll be able to check the 2 chests in the waterfall. They can use a minor glitch to check those without needing the flippers to do so. He tried for a chicken clip. It was a little late, but at least he gets the power glove for his trouble.
Well, I think the game logic assumed him to get the power gloves in order to lift the chicken properly.
Oh, that's a good idea. So we might see him go back to the chicken hut later to do some lift practice.
The bauble vendor is a bomb vendor this time with a +5 bombs.
Quick silver arrows in the Kakariko well.
At least they don't have to worry about Master Sword Silverless this time.
Yeah, even just the silver arrows makes the Master Sword Ganon fight so much easier.
Indeed, it saves up on those 24 slashes you have to do in Phase 4.
Right, Blind's Hut. 5 more. Let's see. Bombs. Man. That's like this. I think that's the second 300 rupee drop they found already.
I bet Nicholacci is thinking right now, why did I do that Houlihan Cave?
Oh yeah, he's just about to think that, isn't he? When he picks up that last chest.
But it's actually so weird to see that ever since version 26 hit, that the rupees in the game are just so much more than they were in other seeds. Or well, other versions even.
I think they added a rupee value to the pool whenever they added the waterfall chest, but I can't remember exactly what the value of that rupee drop was.
Yeah, I think it was a 300 rupee drop even.
Oh wow, was it really?
And now they're going, well, both runners are going in exactly the opposite way. One is going into the forest, and the other one is going to take the southern route of the village.
Yeah, pretty much high-fiving in the middle of town and going their opposite ways.
It looks like KillerApp is wisely spending those 600 rupees nearly on bombs.
Oh yeah, with that tin bomb upgrade he found, he can not feel like he wasted any by buying only 3, but 17 is probably going to last them the rest of the match if they can get a sword here pretty soon.
Yeah, indeed. And it looked like the triple item was just a few small magic pots.
Alright, now we'll see both runners head down towards the southern area of the world here. We'll be able to get about 7 chests down here, maybe a couple more if we check out the Ice Rod Cave. And then we will very likely see them both doing fake flippers and paying for Zora and checking out the waterfall. So we don't have really that many progression items right now, but that is definitely going to be changing soon with all the, okay, there's a sword.
Indeed, and KillerApp is actually opting to go towards the escape part. So we get to see what those 3 items are there as well.
Oh, definitely a good spot to check. Don't forget that you can check this. Since this is open mode, you're not going to be walking past this at the start of the game always. You're going to have to wait until you find a glove to check this.
Oh,
The
Kane, Fire Rod, and Blue Potion.
Here's your
What is
wizard's. Here's your wizard starter kit.
That was like the god escape right there.
Oh my gosh. So that'll give him the, well, I suppose he'll find a small sword, but if he didn't find a small sword, that would be the weapons he needed to check out the mini Moldorm cave here safely. But with a sword, of course, it's not that bad.
Yeah, and as soon as he finds a full magic drop, he can basically one-shot everything in the game so far, so that's a really good start.
It's the mirror. Very quick mirror here in the mini Moldorm cave.
So all they need now is either the Titan's Mitts or the Hammer to gain full Dark World access already. Oh wait, not full. If they find the Mitts, they can't access the pod side because they lack a Hammer or the Flippers.
That's right. Despite having 500 rupees, KillerApp will be buying, or will be taking that 100. I think he may, after spending 500 here, of course, you still need the 110 to pay Kiki to open up the Palace of Darkness, and then there's the digging game and the chest game that are going to cost some. So while 600 is a lot, it's definitely not safe if you're going to be checking off everything.
No, but I think really he's playing the Luigi sprite, so he probably has to pay Mario for a few copyright issues, so that's probably why he paid that extra 100.
Oh, I see. I think you forgot he has a sword. Though the bomb strats were pretty fun. We might see Nick do a reverse, not really a reverse fake flip, but the fake flippers from the hobo here. It's a little more tricky, but you won't have to like save and reset to go back to Link's house to do it. Oh yeah. There's a couple pixels there. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I was about to say, that is actually a tactic, well, a strategy that I've seen a lot of new people use. Just that reverse fake flipper.
Yeah, with the inclusion of the waterfall chest, I feel like fake flipper is much, much more valuable just because you get so much more, you know, so many more chests out of it. So you might as well, while you're doing it, learn how to do that one as well, so you don't have to worry about it later.
Yeah, indeed. But the issue is he is opting to skip Ice Rod Cave, and KillerApp is checking it, so if it holds a really good item.
Of course, it's 300 rupees.
Meanwhile, Nicholacci finding the book at Waterfall Ferry.
Right, here's our sequence break book. That could be our first major one. So all that really does for him right now is access to Desert Palace, but it might be a while before they get access to that otherwise.
Well, I also think that as soon as he gets the Dark World access, he can actually check the pedestal as well.
I suppose if he wants that. Well, you know, they do have the with the fire rod. Did I just lose internet?
Nope, the restream seems to be hanging up a little
Oh,
bit.
okay.
Nice.
Anyway, with the fire rod, that may make them want to check out Skull Woods pretty quickly, and if they do, they can just mirror out and check the pedestal right afterwards. So we might be seeing that actually fairly soon.
And life lessons from Zora. Well, at least it could be worse with a Bloopy or a Green Rupee.
Yeah, KillerApp looks like he's doing that as well. Gets it second try, that's fine.
So he will get his book as well in a bit.
Yeah. That trick really isn't that difficult to do, but if you're actually too far to the right, you will try to screen transition before you hit the water, and then when you hit the water on the next screen, the game won't have any idea where to put you if you don't have the flippers. So it's just going to kind of scroll off into nothing for a bit, and you're just kind of stuck.
And that is not something we want to see in speedruns, because we want to go fast and not trying to crash the game.
Alright, so KillerApp will be getting his book here. So good, he can perform the same sequence breaks if he wants. It looks like Nick is going to be heading down into the Hyrule Castle basement. So, in standard mode, you'd know you would do this whole thing where you come down here and rescue Zelda. In open mode, Zelda's kind of in this pre-rescued place. The whole game just kind of doesn't progress the same way at the start. The whole rainy state is gone, but there's still some chests down here, so you still do need to remember to come down here and check these. And don't forget about them, because it doesn't seem too rare for there to be something like the hammer just sitting there. Oh, KillerApp actually took a hit while he was in the water walking state, so he kind of got stuck up there.
I'm just going to refresh the restream, because I just saw him pick up the hammer, which is a little bit too late.
Well, we got a map check. Let's see, we had a pendant at Desert.
And Crystal 6 on Hera and 7 on Eastern Palace.
Alright, so once they find Dark World access, they will definitely be able to finish Hera. Well, as long as they find fire, they will definitely be able to, but it's possible that they can do it without that.
But so far, the runners have only been running for 13 minutes, and they already have 9 or 10 hearts.
Yeah, with that hammer, they also have full Dark World access, pretty much. So they can start jumping into basically quite a bit of the Dark World right now, actually. But where does the logic want them to go right now with what they have?
Well, the main problem with the items they have right now is that they have the entire world at their disposition, so it's just a matter of where will they go first and what items will there be.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be pointing to any dungeon specifically. They could finish up Skull Woods, of course, and Thieves' Town with the hammer. So it's not like they have like a lack of places to go. I suppose. Oh, look good. Okay, Nick is going to be finding his
treasure trove of wizardry.
Yeah. Was worried that he might use that hammer to go to the Dark World first before he comes here, but very, very good.
That would be so rough if he actually, well, forgot about these chests.
Alright, so KillerApp did use the book to sequence break into Desert Palace, and he found the magic powder. Though without the boots, he won't be able to go any further. That magic powder may very well lead to another item that should not be the item logic does not want them to find so early in the game.
It looks like Killer is actually going into the second part to grab a small key now.
Got a little tongue-tied there. Yeah, looks like he's gonna come up here to the second part of Desert Palace. He's gonna grab the small key here and then use that in the front part of the dungeon. Now, the item logic will not
this often.
Yeah, Yeah, the item logic does not require this at all. You do not have to do this. No, he's just going to the boss? I mean, he has the fire rod. He can get to the boss.
Oh, and Sick Kid had a Master Sword.
Huh, this is interesting. Was it the green pendant? Is there like any specific... This is a pendant dungeon. Desert is a pendant. So that's why I'm curious about this, I guess.
The Desert was the red pendant, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so he won't be getting really anything significant here. I mean, there's still one item missing in Desert, so the boss could have it, of course.
And on the other hand, he did find the magic powder, and they also have the hammer, so that means they can actually check the bat.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea whenever they're heading towards town to... Oh gosh, okay. Green pennant is a Swamp Palace. The other pennant is Skull Woods, and 5 is Turtle Rock. So the ice rod may not be... Oh wait, no, never mind. No, I said it was 5, not a pendant. So it looks like KillerApp did not find an item from Landmola's, so he could have used that key to get the other item on the other side of the dungeon. Huh. I wonder when the game actually expected you to be able to come here and do this, because this is still kind of a sequence break here. And it looks like Nicholacci is jumping into Skull Woods as soon as getting into the dark world.
Well, every single seed I've seen so far in Skullwoods have been having a lot of great progression items, so let's see if that actually continues there.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. I've felt the same way. Dipping into Skullwoods is definitely not a bad idea. And if they feel the need to finish the dungeon, they absolutely can with that shiny fire rod they found.
Meanwhile, Nicholacci actually nailing that bomb jump to go to the big chest and finds a small key. And there we have Bombos. So that is 1 out of 3 medallions which might be required for T-Rock.
Is KillerApp going to Death Mountain? He most certainly is. So we're gonna see a little dark world, or sorry, dark room navigation here. Or I guess you might not see it.
Well, it actually looks like the very first 10 seconds of the race of KillerApp's screen, so...
Yeah, he was practicing this just before we started, and even after we started. Oh, Nick, taking a death, but that's okay, because the entrance to this part of the dungeon is right next to him.
The only problem is that he doesn't have enough magic right now to use his Cane of Samaria, so we'll have to use the vanilla strats, I think. Oh, and he gets the lucky magic drop from the jellyfish.
Sure, that was calculated. There's actually a full magic in the room to the right here, but it doesn't look like he's going to grab it. He does get the blue cane inside. We might see that come into play if they decide to head up to Spike Cave, which they actually can do. Well, once they gain access to it. The item logic doesn't think they have access to it right now because it's up here on Death Mountain.
And Nicholacci actually opting not to check the last part of Skullwoods and the pedestal.
So, KillerApp's sequence break here into Death Mountain. Wait, where are you going? No, no, no. What's he doing? What's he doing? Guys, I wasn't the only person who saw that, right? So, KillerApp goes into Spectacle Cave. He sees the Titan's mitts sitting inside. But doesn't go grab him. I think he's just gonna check it after doing Hera so he doesn't have to circle back up around.
I sure hope so, because if he actually forgot that Titan's mitts were in there, then he has a massive problem.
Oh, I'm sure he won't forget. Well, the thing is that after Hera, he can, with his hammer, he can just go to the right. Oh, he doesn't have the hammer yet. I'm sorry. Oh, we found the hook shot. The hook shot is on the ether tablet.
Oh, so once Nicholacci gets there with the hammer and Master Sword, he can full clear the entire side of Dark Death Mountain.
Oh man, KillerApp. if he, even though he doesn't have the hammer, if he happened to have the Master Sword from the sick kid, he could totally get that right now.
Well, that's what sequence breeding could get you.
Man, oh man. It's just teasing him, all the stuff that you could have, but nope, sorry. At least he'll be able to get the Titan's Mitts well before his opponent. And it looks like Nick is dipping into Thieves Town here. With the hammer, he will be able to completely clear this with no trouble.
Yeah, I really like the Steve Sim play. I mean, he can clear it. He has got a ton of hearts. He's got a good sword, and there are 4 items in this dungeon.
Yeah, Crystal Thieves Town, when you have the hammer already, there's really no reason to wait to finish it. Okay, one of the items in Tower of Hera is just a red rupee. If you found the other one already, I missed what it was, but we might still be seeing it.
I think that was the only item they found so far, else you wouldn't go back to the big chest there.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Man, I haven't seen the book be used like that to actually read a tablet before having a Master Sword. I haven't actually had to do that yet myself. I haven't had a chance to. The book just feels so rare nowadays.
Yeah, usually when you see the book nowadays, it's either in Ganon Tower or in some really random place when you never check.
They always want you to go into Desert Palace the long way.
And KillerApp falling victim to Moldorm here, unfortunately.
With just the fighter's sword and no hammer, it's just gonna take 6 swings.
Yeah, and don't forget, he's actually going to face the super mega angry Moldorm version, which we hardly see nowadays.
Yeah, that last hit's gonna be all the more difficult. I suppose when you're playing this game vanilla, that's always how it is, but... Oh, no!
Luigi's fencing skills just weren't enough for Moldorm's fury right there.
So while Nick feels like he's a little bit more behind in item knowledge, like location knowledge, he's definitely making good headway in what he can do. Staying on logic, and he's going to be, just following the trails, doing what he can, and he's not going to really ran into any trouble here. KillerApp does finish Moldorm, finds the mushroom.
Well, Trolldorm giving a trolly item. But we still have to keep in mind that everything KillerApp is doing up on Death Mountain is in fact a sequence break, because he ran into Death Mountain without the lamp nor having the flute.
Yeah, he is remembering the Titan's Mitts. I think that was a pretty okay thing to do.
I think he's actually double checking whether he did see the Titan's Mitts, yes or no.
Oh. He didn't even see it that time. He didn't go up high enough. But good, he does remember to go get him.
Yeah, it would have been extremely devastating if he'd left those Titan's Mitts behind there.
Alright, that's just going to open more locations to him where he should know that he's not going to find, the lamp or the flute. Because those would be the only ways to get to Death Mountain currently.
Indeed. And with that hammer and, gloves, they actually have the entire left side of Darkwood accessible. So the lamp or the flute can be in any of those locations.
I suppose it can also be on the east side because we know exactly where the hammer is, and that'll get you access to the area around where Pod is.
Oh, right, that is true. I was looking at KillerApp's tracker and I saw that he did not have the hammer yet.
It doesn't seem like there was anything too worthwhile in Thieves Town, but you know, Crystal, you gotta do it, and it's definitely not a bad play to go item for hunting for items. I keep getting tongue-tied. Another 300 rupee drop. How many is that now? At least 3.
Still a lot to find for Nicholacci because he's still not at the fabled 1,000 rupee mark.
Is KillerApp going to check the pedestal? He absolutely is.
Oh, this will be huge. If it is a pedestal required seed, then KillerApp will have that knowledge. And he also knows about Titansmith and the hookshot.
No, a hammer is located in Escape. It's the very first chest in Escape. Oh, it's just a bomb upgrade. Ah, crap.
Ah, there goes our pedestal hype, guys. We're sorry.
Only 26 minutes in, and we're already all so disappointed.
Well, the thief in the town, well, in Forest actually stealing a ton of bombs from KillerApp, he won't be happy about that.
With all these like progression type items he has right now, he can't be thinking that the hammer isn't such an easy accessible area. He must think he has to go somewhere a lot crazier to find it.
That is true. I mean, he did get all these items, including a lot of items to explore the entire overworld, so it could very well be that he goes to the escape in his very last-ditch effort.
This could be a case of sequence break really throwing a player off. I guess we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, indeed, because Killer should know that, well, without the Titansmiths he found while sequence breaking, he should not have access to Dark World.
Man, oh man, I don't know. Do you remember where the Master Sword was located? Oh, it was the
That's
sick kid.
Sick Kid, yes.
Oh, he walked right past him. Oh wait, no, he's right next to him. Is he gonna get him? Oh,
don't
you just
know.
got a mirror, dude.
And in the meanwhile, we're going to the nearly baptized disappointment cave of V26, or is it going to prove us wrong this time?
Ether could be good, but that's about it.
Well, that's more items than I've seen in the V26 hype cave for like the last 20 seeds, so...
At least they were some fool hearts rather than just piece of hearts. Those are actually useful. But man, KillerApp not checking out the sick kid for his Master Sword. And we know that's a problem because he needs the Master Sword, or better, to be able to get his hookshot.
Yes, indeed. The advantage Nicholacci has right now is that he did not sequence break. So as soon as he heads up to Death Mountain, then he will find his hookshot right there.
It seems like he is going to wait until the logic will require him to go check it. Oh, he's coming over to Bamos, huh?
Well, he's thinking right about the tablets, though. He's just at the wrong tablet right now. Oh well, it could still be a really good tablet.
He might check out Desert. I don't think he did that right after this. Not bad. Can't complain about that, I suppose.
It's still better than a bomb upgrade.
That is absolutely true. I will take that any day.
And meanwhile, we're going
KillerApp.
to see the Batcave.
Now, this will be the magic powder that he sequence broke to get. Yeah, because this was located.
I was actually hoping for the cane into mushroom trick.
I don't think we'll be seeing that one today. Oh, dang. Where was Powder? Powder was in the Desert Palace big chest. And Desert Palace is a sequence break currently because the book was located in the Waterfall Fairy chests, which they both fake flippered to.
The worst is both runners are going into the desert and not having the boots. If Desert has an item on the right-hand side, then they would probably forget about that for a very, very long time.
So the blacksmiths had the ice rod, which may or may not play a part. Turtle Rock is a pendant dungeon, so it is highly unlikely that we will have to kill Trinex to get it. Oh wait, no, Turtle Rock's a crystal. I'm sorry, I'm a dummy. Never mind, they needed to find that. Also, KillerApp found his master sword from the sick kid.
Well, even if it was a pendant, every single time in a seed where people find the ice rod, I am so very afraid of T-Rock.
Looks like Nick is not going to be sequence breaking Desert Palace, and that's perfectly fine. I don't blame him for that.
No, and then meanwhile, Killer is just heading straight for that hookshot, which he knows where it is.
Oh yeah, he's going to be grabbing that, and then he'll check out the rest of Death Mountain on the right side. And with this Titan's Mitts, he can check out all of it, really. So we'll be able to see the Turtle Rock Medallion, Hookshot Cave, and all of that.
But according to the logic, the lamp or the flippers could either be at Sahashla or Eastern Palace, I think. Because they literally checked everything else between the two of them.
It could just as easily be in, say, Palace of Darkness. Because with that hammer, they totally have access to all that. And there's the hookshot for KillerApp. It looks like Nick might be actually taking the same gamble. He's going to be sequence breaking up to Death Mountain here. No, he's not. Never mind. I don't know where he's going.
He never checked the Lumberjack Cave, I think.
Oh.
So he wants to make sure whether Aga is required, yes or no.
I see. So, yeah, that Master Sword he has. Okay, he sees the half magic. Well, he's walking back. He may very well still be going up there.
And we're going to see what is in the right side of Dark and Light World Death Mountain, even with the 7 chests.
Answer question in chat. Yes, there is some website resources that you can check to see what all the messages mean. I don't have it currently, but it is all public information. And Boing Boing is the hookshot. So as soon as he read that, he knows, oh man, I definitely need to come back here as soon as I find a sword.
And the cave being in the 5 chest area up there, that could be required for Bumper Cave, and is also a really nice find for a maybe upcoming Ganon fight.
And the single arrow from the old man. Thanks, dude.
But basically, whenever people see the, pedestal messages and they see anything that does not relate to a heart, bomb, or arrow upgrade, I would definitely try and get it.
You gotta sit there for a moment and just think, oh crap, do I have to get this?
I mean, I've seen seeds with a mushroom being on pedestal, which eventually turned into a fire rod, so that is just really nasty.
Oh wow. Alright, so Nick will probably be jumping down there to grab those first, and then go up to Hera, because he doesn't know that the hookshot is right up there.
Yeah, and he does have the hammer, so this is actually a smarter play from his side.
Yep, definitely.
Oh, and KillerApp pushing a block right in front of the chest in the Super Bunny Cave.
Oh no. That's so annoying. You gotta walk all the way upstairs, then out, and then back in and downstairs. Oh, or never mind, you can just go up. Never mind. Maybe I haven't actually had that happen before. Was it worth
it's a
it?
first for anything. The bucknet, so Aghanim required right now.
It was absolutely worth it. Wait, what did Nicholacci do a save and quit for? Where was he at?
I think he was on low health right before he went up to Hera.
Oh. Okay.
And the ledge item being nothing but triple bombs.
Ooh, I see our Turtle Rock medallion is Quake, which is the one we don't know where it is.
That is the worst, though. I mean, you have 2 medallions, and you're thinking, I'll be fine on those medallions for T-Rock and Meyer, and then you find out it's the last one you still need.
Nicholacci actually checking out Spike Cave here. I guess he does have the Cane of Berna, so he can get through without any problems.
That is probably why he safe quitted, to get a full health counter of that one.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Even though, in the end, it was not worth it. KillerApp not making the same play. He's just saving quitting out right after finishing up Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, Nicholacci heading the exact same way, but then with the hammer, which makes a pretty big difference. And it looks like KillerApp finally realized he still needed to do the 3 chests in escape towards Zelda.
Ooh, good. He also didn't check Spiral Cave, apparently. That may come back to bite him.
Indeed, but at this moment, as it stands with the progression, both runners have nearly the exact same items. So this is still a really exciting race.
Yeah, both will be grabbing an item, a major item that the other one has very shortly. Because the hammer is going to be right here, and then Nick will be reading this Ether tablet to grab his hookshot. KillerApp's got to be kicking himself now. Man, oh man.
It's usually like that when you forget about that one place, though.
I don't feel like he did too much that was out of the way because of that.
No, indeed. I think the only thing that, well, got him slightly different than Nicholacci is lacking the hammer and the Master Sword. But then again, he did have the information of having the Titan's Mitts really early and that hookshot.
So let's see, our only differences here is that Nicholacci has Tower of Hera to do right now, and then KillerApp is behind on Thieves Town that Nick has already done.
But then again, Killer does have that ice rod.
That's true.
Oh no! Nicholacci getting stuck. Oh, he's actually made it. And just the fire rod taking easy work of the ball on Jane Guard in the escape for KillerApp.
I know in standard mode, the fire rod was one of my favorite items to find early on, just for that reason. Where was Ice? Ice was at the blacksmiths, which KillerApp got to because of a sequence break. He had the Titansmiths in town before Nicholacci did. Are you gonna hook across?
Nicholacci figuring out he can't do the bomb jump anymore. And Killer remembering himself, he was going to swag out, but all of a sudden, oh wait, I need to go to the Dark World, so he's heading back there.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Skullwoods. The Skullwoods is a pennant. I gotta remember that. They're not gonna be doing that.
I think we only seen one item in Skullwood so far, so there is still one item left in that dungeon.
Now, I think one of these runners has the cape, and I don't remember which one it is.
It was KillerApp. He found it in the room on the right-hand side, light Death Mountain.
Oh, that's right.
5 chests.
Yeah, that's right. So after this, we may see him loop around the northern half of the graveyard in the Dark World. We might see him do that, so he can check out that cape item and the graveyard ledge.
Yeah.
But without the flippers, he can't actually go any further than that, actually. So maybe he'll use the mirror and go check out the mushroom. I'm not sure.
But again, that does make most sense. I mean, he did find that cape, and he has access to Graveyard Ledge, so why not?
I just gotta feel like there's a much denser item area they can check. Oh, well, obviously Swamp Palace, they can do all of that now.
They still don't have flippers, so they can't do
Yes,
swamp.
you're right. I don't know why I said obviously, because it wasn't really that obvious.
The thing they could do, though, is they can check a lot of items in Pod and EP where they still have not been yet.
Yeah, they're really avoiding those because of the, I guess the bow, not having the bow, but it's running out of pretty dense item locations for it to be.
And Nicholacci going to T-Rock thinking, I'll open this portal here, and finds out it is Quake.
If he could open it, I would almost think that he'd go in there looking for something right now. Because even without the ice rod, he has the other 2 items that open up the vast majority of that dungeon.
Yeah, indeed. I would definitely take that chance, since there are 5 chests in there, and 6 including the Mimic Cave.
Thank goodness he got his bug net too. Alright, so we know Thieves Town isn't going to have any sort of good items in it. We got the fire rod from Skull Woods, but do they really want you to go to Skull Woods to find it? We know the pedestal's empty.
Well, Killer knows that, but Nicholacci still has not checked that, well, the pedestal yet.
Yeah, maybe next time he's in the Dark World by town, he'll go check out Skull Woods.
I mean, personally, I would find that a really good idea. But wait, Nicholacci is going for the Spy Cave. Will skipping that hurt KillerApp a bit or not?
Oh yeah, the Sprout Carrier, that's right. Yeah, I feel like a really good idea right now might be to go take your mirror and go check out both Pod and Eastern right now at the same time.
Indeed, and Sahasrara, because they have not visited the old man yet. He's still waiting poorly and lonely in his old home.
Oh, Killer doesn't know it, but he's lucky.
Indeed, KillerApp missing out on a 5 bomb upgrade.
Yeah, the thing about Swamp Palace, even if they did have the flippers, is that the entirety of Death Mountain right now is still a sequence break because they don't have either the lamp or the flute. So it has to be somewhere, you know, not up here.
Well, that is technically... Yeah, wait, no, wait, that is true. I mean, they used the book hole only to get the hook shot, but you could have gotten everything else with the hammer.
So we know neither of those items are going to be in, say, Swamp Palace. Or, well, no, not past the hookshot location swamp, I suppose. It depends where the flippers are, I guess.
To reply to chat, no, they have... well, neither of them have actually checked Sahasrara, Eastern Palace, or Pod.
KillerApp taking an unfortunate death on Blind. Blind's kind of a weird fight to take a death on, because not only do you have to run back to him, of course, but the fight starts the instant you enter the room, rather than the normal, the girl being in the center of the room to start the fight. The fight's just going to start instantly, so he is not going to be in position to get a good fight in. And there we see the bunny-beamed Luigi sprite, which is just 8-bit Luigi. That's pretty good.
Well, the thing I did not know about, I saw another runner do this, is that you can actually go back to Blind and rescue her from a cell again and restart the entire fight.
Can you really?
Yes, you can. I did not know about it until I saw it.
Oh, wow. He has that cape equipped, so he's definitely going to make use of that this time. The Cane of Baron is actually very strong in this fight, because needing only 3 hits per phase of Blind, you can just stand next to him and let the rotating beam do all the work. Ooh, and Nick is saving the frog, so good. He'll be really happy to find his ice rod. It's really good to get that out of your mind.
Indeed, and he can also check the back cave without the boots. Which is always our most favorite thing to watch as streamer, well, as viewers.
Oh, the pig game. I've seen the boots in there before. It's definitely an annoyance, but it's possible.
But I think he'll be very happy to see that ice rod, though. That is usually one of those items that is in an extremely obscure place once you need to find it, well, in order to finish T-Rock.
It can be actually anywhere except locked behind Trinex. And that's really crazy. What do we need for go mode? Between the two runners, we're going to need the flippers, we're going to need the flute to get the Misery Mire, and Quake.
And don't forget about the important bow.
Oh, yes, and the bow. I suppose that is pretty important as well.
And maybe boots, if there is a big key on Ganon Torch.
Here we go. The slow pegs of shame. What's the bow for? The bow is needed to finish Eastern Palace, Palace of Darkness, and Ganon's Tower, all three of them. So since it's required for Ganon's Tower, the bow is required in every seed.
But the advantage they have at this moment with the crystal setup is that they can do Ice Palace without getting the flippers if they fake flipper towards them.
Yeah, they know that they won't be able to find the flippers there, but they can certainly do it. Ooh, looks like Nick is taking the North Graveyard tour, so we can see if that cape that they both found will actually be necessary.
I think KillerApp already checked the Bumper Cave, but he did not check the Graveyard Ledge yet.
Oh, you know, he did swing up here, didn't he? Oh yeah, and then he used the mirror to go check. Well, no, never mind. I'm forgetting things.
And in the meanwhile, KillerApp is running around the Dark World trying to locate his purple chest which he left somewhere.
Oh no. Does he realize he doesn't have it? Oh yeah, he does. He's just gonna forget it and go check out the tablet instead.
At least he'll find his mail upgrade there, so we won't have to see the green Luigi anymore, but what color will it turn into?
Just gonna be blue Luigi, I assume. Yeah, he's pretty blue.
And is red Luigi going to look like Mario then?
Oh good, Nick found a bee in a bottle. Great. I hope he keeps that bee and just uses it on Ganon or something. Yeah, without the flippers, he's kind of stuck over here. So we might see him mirror out and go turn in that mushroom.
He obviously has a plan, though, else he would not go in here.
Yeah, you can't hookshot this way. Yeah, and he knows it too.
Ah, he's finally going to hand in his mushroom, which he found.
Yeah, I believe KillerApp found that much sooner, but he still hasn't been there to turn it in.
I can't remember whether he checked it, yes or no.
Is bow the absolute thing? Okay, so the items that are always required are going to be the bow, obviously. A fire source will always be required because you need to light some torches in Ganon's, either the fire rod or the lamp, it doesn't matter which. At least the Master Sword will always be required. The Titan's Mitts will always be required. And
the hookshot will always be required.
Yes, after Moldorm 2 in Ganon's Tower, you have to hookshot across to a chest that's there.
And don't forget the bug net is always required for Aghanim 2 for Swag Strats. We're finally going to see a Sahashala check here after nearly 50 minutes into the run.
Oh, looks like KillerApp is fake filtering in Ice Palace.
This could be huge since he has both the Fire Rod and Bomb Boss.
If he finds the flute here... Oh, there's the bow!
Sahashala.
It's just hanging out back there. They've had access to that from the start of the game. So Nicholacci's got to be feeling good right now, because now he can knock out both Eastern Palace and Palace of Darkness in one swift run.
I don't know whether he's been feeling good though. I mean, it is 50 minutes into the run and he only just checks Sahasrara.
Sure, I could see that. So if his opponent checked that, oh man, he's had the bow this whole time. But we know
Indeed.
that's definitely not the case.
I mean, according to what Nicholacci knows right now, I mean, he could have had the bow, hammer, and moon pearl ridiculously easy, so he could have done pod and EP after 20 minutes or something. But wait, they still don't have the lamp.
Yeah, the logic would not be required to... The logic wouldn't require them to do the dark rooms of these two dungeons. So we may be seeing it very early in either of these dungeons, or maybe it's just not here at all. But I'm a little concerned about KillerApp's choice, just because you know you have to full clear Ice Palace if you do it this way, because you still need that flute and the bow, which I suppose you don't know where it is.
Yeah, this is a really tough choice from Killer, but then again, he does not know about the bow yet from Sahasrara. I think if he knew that bow was there, he would definitely go for the pod and EP combo at this point.
Sure, I guess I just don't know how I feel about fake flipping into here before checking out both Eastern and Pod. I get that he doesn't want to half clear both dungeons in case it's not there. I don't know, it's a tough call to make.
But this is actually the classic tale of the tortoise and the hare. I mean, Nicholacci nearly not sequence breaking and KillerApp doing a lot of sequence breaks.
He's just going a lot of places he doesn't need to be going right now. I mean, Ice Palace is a pennant, of course he has to do this. Oh no!
That is a rough place to get bunnied. And gets well, he actually finds a bottle of blue goo for his troubles.
You can't complain about that. Free safety that you don't have to go out of your way to buy.
And 3 bombs, that is the second item in Ice Palace.
There's only 3 items in there, I believe.
You are correct, so there's only 1 item left in the entire dungeon right now. But he does have the advantage that he can check everything, and if it holds a major item, he is... Oh, never mind. There we have the 3rd item.
All 3 items were right next to each other in Ice Palace. And he knows now that there's nothing here. If he's counting his items, he knows that he can go straight to the boss right now. He doesn't have to worry about that jellyfish chest. That's it.
But Mikan, looking at this seed so far, which item do you think is going to be the massive troll of this seed?
Oh goodness. Looking at the items, it feels like the flute, but it may very well be Quake.
I've got a feeling that we're going to see the flippers being at Laser Room T-Rock.
Making use of that sequence broken powder. Cold Stare is not a fight you want to skimp on. It's one of the more dangerous bosses. Each of these guys are going to hit you for 3 damage, even with the blue mail on.
He does not have the bomb boss, which Nicholacci does have. So it'll cost him a lot of his magic and a potion in order to get, well, to Cold Stare.
Oh yeah, luckily he did find that blue potion, but yeah, that is unfortunate that he has to spend it on something like this. With full health even.
But the looks of it, we are going to see the Dark Room up to Armos from Nicholacci.
Yeah, I think with... this won't be too bad. I mean, he has... Bombos if he wants to clear out all the little guys first. And he has enough health and the blue mail that I don't think it's going to pose any danger of him dying.
Wait, was that a double hit from KillerApp with a single fire rod shot?
Oh, wow. You know, now that I think about it, doesn't this room that Nicholacci's in have torches in the bottom left and right? He can just
Yes,
light
it
them with the
does.
fire rod, can't he?
And straight on, but he does make it through in the dark, which is really nice.
Yeah, that was a really nice dark room.
And also a really good Cold Stair fight from KillerApp, even though he only had Master Sword and a couple of Fire Rod shots.
Yeah, those leftover fire rod shots really did work.
And Nicholacci finally getting to put out silver arrows into in work, which they found on the town well.
Oh no. The poor whiffed first shot. Well, that's fine.
Oh, he did recover nicely. And gets the red mail.
So we will be seeing Red Luigi.
Indeed. Or will it be Red Mario in disguise all of a sudden?
He just turns into Mario. It looks like that is what Killer's going to be doing. He might be doing the pod combo, the pod Eastern combo, just walking up there from here.
Indeed. But that would be awesome, though. I mean, as soon as Luigi picks up that red mail, he's going to be like, "It's a me, Mario!"
He was here all along.
Indeed. And this actually would be awesome. If he kills Ganon, then the message will be, "Your princess is in another castle." That would finish this run off.
Oh, we actually haven't seen the pyramid yet, have we?
No,
Is this
pyramid and
where the
catfish.
fabled lamp is? There's the lamp just sitting here.
And pyramid is a piece of heart.
Disappointing.
It's always oh, the flute in mire, or in pot even, not the mire.
It's just sitting on one of the first 3 chests. You don't usually see items this early in the dungeon because of all the key lock potential. The items in pot are usually backloaded pretty heavily, but the flute's just sitting there.
Indeed, and there is our Dark World, our Death Mountain access, just waiting for us in pod. Well, if we did not fake sequence break, that is.
We're almost back on sequence. Just it depends on where the flippers are located, I suppose.
Well, we know one thing for sure: the flippers won't be in Ganon Tower, nor in Swamp or Ice.
Yep, that's true. I may still be here in pod.
Like chat is saying, just imagine Nicholacci's face when he goes to pod and finds out, or to Mire and he finds out that Quake is required.
Oh yeah, of course we have. Oh, I suppose that's our desert access as well.
Yeah, indeed.
So they are pretty much back on sequence now, huh? So
maybe the flippers could even be in Ganon Tower now because they. Oh wait, no, never mind. They were needed for the hook shot.
yeah, they could be sitting in Mire, I suppose.
Oh wait, it
As
could
long as
actually.
they have access to it.
It could actually be from Ganon Tower. I mean, if it got flippers there, and they would have to all the way backtrack in order to get the hook shot to gain access past Moldorm 2.
Oh, Swamp Palace is a pendant. I don't know why I was thinking it was a crystal. Oh, but no, Ice Palace is a crystal, so they would need the flippers for that, of course. So they wouldn't be able to be in Ganon's tower.
Ah, yeah, true.
This item logic is crazy sometimes.
Especially if the runners are sequence breaking that much, it is so hard to get back on logic. But KillerApp is heading towards Zora where he will finally receive his well-earned life lessons.
Oh no, yeah, he was here much earlier, but he took a hit while he was doing the water walking glitch. And he didn't get a chance to spend all of his money on nothing. So he really wants to. So he came all the way back to get his nothing.
Free save and quit. But it's so hard though. I mean, I have seen so many races where Zora did not have any. Oh, there is Quake.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry. I have seen so many races with Zora having absolutely nothing, and at one time where you say, well, Zora, you're just going to have hearts, he will have the hammer or his sword upgrade or anything useful.
I know exactly how that feels. So it wouldn't surprise me if we'd find flippers in Turtle Rock now.
But this also means that the lamp is not in pod. That could only leave it in a certain amount of places at the moment.
It could be in Swamp, I think.
And judging by the items that Nicholacci has, he just actually hit go mode if he prefers to go without his lamp.
Flippers for ice. Well, no, never mind. He can fake flipper into ice. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, indeed. And we know that boots are not required for desert. He knows that as well.
Yeah, since Desert Palace is a pendant, there's no reason to have to worry about that. He's gonna be trying out the Dark Maze here a second time.
Oh, and KillerApp happily checking Sahashila. He'll be happy that he mirrored to him to find his D.
You know, I think what you said is absolutely apply here. He's this is the first item you could find in the game, is this bow right here, and he just now found it. He's gotta be feeling behind.
But where Nicholacci might have facepalmed himself because they were at Sahashila, well, I just wonder what KillerApp's reaction would be to that D.
Yeah, he's thinking, I've got to finish these 2 dungeons right now. So both runners are almost in the same spot here. KillerApp already has Ice Palace done, while Nicholacci already has Eastern Palace done.
So at this point, Nicholacci only needs to finish Pod, Ice Palace, Mire, and T-Rock. And Killer only has to finish Eastern Palace. I can barely read it. I think Pod is a crystal, Mire, and T-Rock. So
Yeah.
dungeon-wise, they are really on par with each other. It's just the entire question at this moment: will they both go for that lampless? Yes or no?
Lampless Mire, from what I understand, is kind of tricky. But I'm not sure if either of these runners know how to do that. I would assume at least one of them does.
I think a lot of runners have tried lampless Mire, and they're always there with a massive headache after they did it. But it's well worth it if you can do that, because it's very impressive.
Yeah, because if the lamp's sitting in somewhere like Swamp Palace, that's, you don't want to go down there to find that.
Oh, well, even though if they go into Mire, and what will happen if they find the big key in the very first chest there? Will they go mode or will they check for more items?
Oh no. Yeah, if the lamp is in Swamp, there's no way that they're gonna go find it, right? They would much rather pull up a map or something, just follow that rather than independent Swamp.
I think that's what every runner would love to do at that point, though. But finding that fruit could mean that he has to go into Mire to find the lamp. And Quake also means that they have access to T-Rock.
I mean, the lamp could still be in T-Rock, couldn't it? No.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah, considering the location of...
I mean, Fire Rod was in the escape, Ice Rod at Bredsmith's, the Cane of Samaria was on... Oh wait, also in the escape, Hammer in escape. So basically your entire T-Rock starting package was an escape. But that would just be nasty from the logic if they expect the runners to grab Quake and Flute here in order to get to Mire and T-Rock in order to find the lamp and backtrack.
I don't think anything about this logic surprises me anymore.
A very valid point, Mikan.
If they're not gonna find the lamp, and they're gonna be stuck with the Master Sword, they're not gonna be getting half magic either. So I would likely assume them to find some, to fly and buy some blue potions before Ganon, honestly.
Well, they do have silver, so that last phase will go very fast, and it would not need all that much magic.
That's true. I'm sure that they could do that with their 8 fire rod shots.
And I think they also found 1 or 2 bottles with blue goo in them, right? And 1 bee, of course. The bee is very important on Ganon.
And with the bug net, they can actually reuse it. In fact, KillerApp's going to be using that bug net right now.
Nice timing right there.
He's about to go into this dark room that he may not be comfortable enough with the amount of health he has, so hey, you might as well.
He's going to use the fire rod struts in order to light a torch, though. And he's just trying to find the torch, but he's just not getting it.
Oh, are they not in the very bottom corners? Maybe not.
Yeah, they are the bottom left and right, and straight on there's a torch as well.
Ooh.
Oh, he does have a fairy. That is good.
Yeah, he just caught those 2 just to be safe.
In the meanwhile, Nicholacci actually activating his flute, and he is going straight to the Maya area.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's right there. He must not have just gone straight right after going in. All right,
what
Meyer.
I usually do if I have the fire rod is just shoot twice straight up, and you will always hit that torch.
Oh, do you just like burn one of the popos and then just go right through the next one?
Indeed.
Nice. So it looks like Meyer is also Quake. We know it's just sitting in pod. I don't think either runner's going to miss it because KillerApp will be grabbing it here right after this. Unfortunately, Quake does not kill that Murderdactyl. You're going to still be taking a hit from him.
Yeah, and we also won't be able to see the meme bird, which is a shame as well.
No bird toss today.
But yeah, it does look like Nicholacci is going for Meyer. So is he hoping to find the lamp here, or if he does not find it, is he just going to go in the dark?
Coming straight here, he didn't even check the Meyer shed or the checkerboard cave, so he must be comfortable enough to just do it.
I think a lot of runners would just go for those 3 places. I mean, they could have a sword upgrade.
In this situation, I would definitely be checking those chests, because I honestly have no idea how to do Meyer in the dark.
Yeah, I think Meyer in the dark is one of the hardest dark rooms, just because there is absolutely no torch there.
Yeah, Nico is on go mode if he's comfortable enough with lampless strats. And he knows that he doesn't need the flippers, because he can just fake flipper to Ice Palace. And he doesn't need them for Swamp because it's pendant. Really, the only gatekeeper we could see is the boots, which is super rare, but definitely possible.
And KillerApp picking up his flute, and where is he going? Is he... Okay, he's just circling around. Okay, that is good.
Yeah, he doesn't have a small key to go anywhere up.
He doesn't have a small key for the vanilla big key, though. So
Oh, you're right. He'll have to jump off. You're right. Why is he going this way? I don't know.
I think he'll figure it out in round about 3, 2... Oh, wait, yeah, there we go. And big key found for Nicholacci. And it looks like he is going straight for that dark room.
It certainly is. Yep, he's going to be taking this portal right over.
This will be very interesting to see, to be honest.
Is he going to grab the magic? Nope, he's comfortable enough. Now, to the left, right over there is always full magic. So if you think you need it for trying to find this switch here, by all means. But he must be pretty confident.
Let's see what setup he is using, because there is one setup, which is... No, wait, it's stuck to him. Does he have it?
Oh, it opened and closed. It's open. It's closed.
I really hate this dark room because of all the audio cues, like, you hit the switch, you don't. You hit the switch, you don't.
Is it the block hitting it, or is it my feet hitting it? I don't know.
Using the potion, very smart idea. Now we can stay here for much, much longer. But yeah, he's actually going for this setup now. He's trying to find the door, and then he's trying to toss the block, and he actually got it on his very first try. So if you find the door and then toss the block of the Cane of Sumaya straight up, you will always hit that block. Or, well, the switch.
Yeah, the parts after that aren't nearly as bad. You don't have to do something so precise like that. Does he even need to hit this?
I don't think he does, because he never flipped the switch.
Oh, yeah,
he's going to be so confused when he enters the next room. He's like, why can't I move further?
I think he did flip it, because he had to get that chest that was...
Oh, yeah, true. It was at the map room, I think, the big key.
Something like that. Yep, alright, he's gonna... Oh.
He's triple hitting it just to be sure. And he made it through. What a trooper, this Nicholacci. Just doing Mire in the dark as if it was nothing.
Yeah. Just a nice lampless seed today. He must know that he doesn't need anything. He must be comfortable enough with just everything he has right now. And
I can imagine he's feeling really good about himself now, though.
Well, maybe not after falling down that hole, but... Well, I was so concerned about that, I didn't even notice KillerApp doing his Ether strats in the Dark Pod Maze now. He did find his Quake, so that won't be eluding him. It was right on the way. I don't think there was any chance he would have missed it.
At least both KillerApp and Nicholacci were friendly enough to switch the dark rooms around, so we wouldn't have two black screens at the same time.
Oh, that was nice of them, yeah.
It looks like KillerApp is trying to find the very first chest right now in the dark maze.
Alright, Nick is gonna be flying down, fake flipping to Ice Palace. Nope, he's gonna buy potions first. That's a good idea.
Well, there goes the B-strats on Ganon.
Oh.
But then again, he does have to spend those 900 plus rupees on something. If this seed would have flippers and Lambeig in T-Rock, that would just, add to injury, I think.
Oh no.
It looks like Killer is actually making good progress, though. He was lost a little bit, but he's found his way to the second chest now.
Yeah, I think Nicholacci is in a slight lead now. KillerApp still needs to do Misery Mire after this, before going over to T-Rock.
Oh! The chest Nicholacci skipped has the Tempered Sword.
Ooh. Is that gonna play a role at the end here? I don't know if they're close enough to that for that to be like a major breaking point, but if KillerApp manages to make time up, that could totally have an impact in the Ganon fight.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, Master Sword Ganon is not easy at all, especially the Fire Bat phase. But yeah, it looks like Nicholacci is very, very comfortable about his lampless so far.
Yeah, he didn't have too many issues in the Mire one. Was kind of scuffle at the top there, but as soon as he tried that other strat, it worked just fine.
Yeah, indeed. And let's see what KillerApp does with the Dark Room in Pod here. I don't think he has enough magic for one Fire Rod shot on the torch, so he will have to do it in the complete dark.
Oh, Nick lines up that bomb jump at the last moment. I can't tell what's going on. Is he getting them? Oh, I love these double bomb strats
yeah,
here.
he got 1 turtle so far. 2 turtles. And he's just randomly mashing his hammer in order to smash turtles on their face. Oh, wait, yeah, there's another turtle. 3 to go. Well, 1 to go.
Nice double there. Oh, we found him.
Yeah, there we go. He finally cleared out the 6 turtles in that room and is heading straight to Helmazar now.
That's so silly.
Meanwhile, Nicholacci's making extremely good progress into Ice Palace.
Yeah, Go Mode Ice Palace is so crazy faster than checking all the chests. It's just amazing.
I think whenever every single runner is, well, going for a seed, they always hope that Ice Palace is Go Mode.
And that's one of the reasons I think contributes to Ice Palace being so disliked among runners, is because you don't want to have to check the chests in there. It's just so much faster without it that you feel like, I don't know, you feel like you were cheated if you have to check the chests in Ice Palace. I could have Go Moded this dungeon.
And Killer finally killing Helmazar, so that gives him another crystal, meaning he only has Mire and T-Rock to go. But he does have Tempered Sword, which can save a lot of time over Nicholacci with just Master Sword.
Yeah, I don't think it'll save much time in Mire itself. However, against Trinex it might, though I could imagine Nicholacci will be comfortable enough with Master Sword Trinex that it probably won't matter too much.
It would be extremely rough if Nicholacci decides to skip 1 chest in T-Rock and KillerApp is going for it and it will hold the Butter Sword, for example.
I don't think the Butter Sword's going to make that much of a difference at this point. Not too much more than the Master Sword, the Tempered Jump. Where's KillerApp going? Oh, he hasn't activated his flute yet, of course.
Indeed, he's going to activate his Swag Duck.
I suppose that is very important for getting the Mire.
Now, that's actually a really good point by chat right now. Imagine this being an Aghanim required seed, and you would have to get the lamp all the way in T-Rock, for example.
Oh my gosh. You'd force a double dip into T-Rock. Well, maybe not a double dip, depending on... I was curious about a red potion there, not a blue one.
Yeah, true. But eventually, I mean, they did see that half magic there in Lumberjack. They know about it, and it's been taunting them so far, and they still have not gotten the lamp in order to get to Aghanim.
Aghanim 1's probably... It's probably harder, the hardest Dark Room. Maybe? I'm not sure. I haven't tried learning the Mire one or that one yet, but I vaguely remember people saying that it's probably among the harder ones.
I have tried every single Dark Room there is, apart from Aghanim. I am not going to start about doing that, even.
Yeah, if it's an Aghanim required seed, you're probably going to find the lamp before you would have gone and done Aghanim. Just because you want to check everywhere to make sure that you do not have to fight Aghanim.
I mean, I can only think of maybe even a handful of runners which are remotely confident when they're doing an Aghanim in the dark.
To answer question chat, Go Mode is the term we use where the runners have everything they need to complete the rest of the game. It is the concept of go mode is what everyone's hoping to find. So, earlier we knew that the runners were in go mode because they had all the items they needed to complete the rest of the crystal dungeons. Normally, the logic does require them to have flippers to get into Ice Palace, but using the minor glitch, fake flippers, you can swim there without it. So even without the flippers, we'd consider being in go mode. And if we're lucky, maybe we'll find the flippers here in T-Rock, though I can't imagine he'll check too many chests more than he has to.
Yeah, chances of the flippers or the lamp being in T-Rock are really, really high at this moment, especially because there's the first item in Mire is in the very first chest.
Higher for the flippers, because the flippers, I suppose, could still be down in... or the lamp can still be down in Swamp as well.
That would be a very, very nasty seed, though. If you would have followed the logic, that is. But yeah, are we going to see a Dark Room Mire from KillerApp as well?
If he's here, I would imagine so.
Oh, and Nicholacci just having enough magic to get past the rollers there.
Yeah, there's the full magic right here in this pot, so you don't have to really worry about running out right there. But it was good that he had just enough.
And yes, it does look like KillerApp is going Lampless Mire as well. How will he fare against the monster that is called a Dark Room?
Oh, take a nasty shot from the Wizrobe. I guess with the red mail, it doesn't hurt that much. And he will be filling up on magic first. Good.
Nicholacci does not care about those chain chomps. He just gets hit by them and moves right through them.
He's got 3 blue potions. He's not scared of anything. Okay, maybe he's a little scared because he's pattering in the Sainty Fairy.
Let's see what KillerApp is doing in the Dark Room. It looks like he is using this... No, he's not using the same strat as Nicholacci. Or is he? I think he's lining up at the moment with the switch to throw his block of Sumeria.
Did he hit it?
And he got it as well. Nice work from both our runners.
Yeah, Nick knows that he doesn't need to go through there to check that chest. He already has the big key, so he knows the big key isn't in there. So he can just steal the key from that Pokey and keep going.
Indeed, this means he only needs one more key in order to finish entire T-Rock. But will he opt to skip the big chest, for example? Hoping that there is no big chest there, a big key there, small key even there, sorry.
He is skipping it.
Interesting. What if there is absolutely no key on the laser room nor the roller room? That would cost him a lot of time.
Yeah, he'll have to come all the way back. And without tagging that door, it's not like he can't. It's not like he can mirror or anything to get right back here.
No, indeed, he will have to go all the way to the main entrance and do every single thing again.
Looks like he's gonna run out of magic here. Oh no, he's gonna switch to the hookshot. Nice.
Yeah, but then again, he does have more than enough potions to refill his entire magic.
Yeah, that's true. And there it goes.
In the meanwhile, KillerApp making quick work of Vitreous with those silver arrows he found. So this means KillerApp is also heading towards T-Rock together with Nicholacci. We still have a race because the left-right side gamble on G Tower could still pay off for either of our runners. And don't forget, by the way, Killer does have that tempered sword, which Nicholacci still didn't find.
So I think this dark room is among the easier ones for sure, just because the entire thing is on rails. You just have to hold a button down.
Yeah, what I always do is I press right first, and just hold down, then go for the button, and then just right, low, and then left, and then you're done.
And then you're done, yeah.
It's basically like a long cutscene where you can just relax your fingers a little bit, just press your movement buttons, and you're fine.
All right, here we go. We're gonna find out if Nick is gonna have to go back up to find the small key.
If he does not find a small key in here, that would make the race insanely close, because Killer will join him in T-Rock right about the same time.
I'm sure he'll walk back up, so it won't be that much. Oh no. I mean, walking back there and then walking back to the big chest and then walking all the way back is going to be quite the time loss. So I don't know how he's going to handle it. He might go take the door. No, he's just going to potion. Okay.
Yeah, that's a smarter play, and he just really hopes on that final small key to be in that chest.
Oh
and it is
no!
in the big chest!
Alright, the final small key is in the big chest. He's got to go back for it.
Oh, this is so rough.
And this is just going to even up the runners just a little bit more.
Oh, is he going to try the dark room in reverse? I have never ever done or seen this.
I mean, he's got to. If his only other choice is to mirror, and that'll put him back at the start of the dungeon. If
he would mirror, then him and KillerApp would be at the entrance at the exact same time.
Oh, he found it. That isn't too bad. I think if you go up the left side there, it's a pretty straight shot.
But then again, he has to run all the way around through the Mimic Cave in order to get to that big key chest.
Well, he's almost there now. It isn't too bad, but it's quite annoying. And well, I guess we'll see if KillerApp makes the same gamble.
Yeah, there's only a really small chance of that actually happening. The big key has a small key, and this also means that the vanilla big key on that island has a small key as well.
Oh yeah, that one. I know what you mean. Oh no, KillerApp missed one of the torches. Gotta go a little bit further. Hopefully he'll hit his hook shot after it.
Does he have time enough?
Go, 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 go.
Oh, we just made it. Nice. And Nicholacci finally finding a small key in the big chest. A small prize with big consequences in this dungeon.
Oh.
Still does make me wonder, where is that lamp? It is not in T-Rock. Flippers.
Yeah, flippers too. Oh my gosh. I mean, they have to be on an overworld location somewhere. Maybe the catfish.
We still haven't seen one item in Mire. What if that was the flippers and indeed Swamp holding the lamp?
Yeah, and then there was also one in Desert Palace we didn't see, but then again, you need the boots for those. And I think there was also one in Skull Woods that they could have gotten very, very early on.
I will have to be right back for a couple of seconds. Someone's at my door.
Alrighty. Yeah, Mimic Cave is another option, I suppose. The lamp in Mimic Cave. Oh man, what a video game. So yeah, the boots, the lamp, and the flippers are still missing. Man, I don't even know. I wonder if we could make one of these guys go try to find them. Just one of them, at least. And yeah, Nicholacci here with Master Sword strats, which means hammer strats. So only 5 hammers will take out each head, since the hammer does tempered sword damage. But with its tiny range, you have a very small window of getting in there and hitting it. If you're super quick about it, you can get 3 hammers in per... Oh, he's gonna have to burn his last blue potion. Alright, you've got 8 shots left. Make them count. I think he only needs 1 or 2 more hammers. Oh, but he keeps getting trolled by that head. He's just gonna burn the last of his fire rod shots to take out. That's a lot easier than using the hammer, don't get me wrong. Now, hammering the Trinex's body here is also just a little bit weird. just because of the tiny range of the hammer. But if you're swinging downward or left and right, it isn't too bad. Swinging the hammer upward is one of the most awkward things in this game. There goes Try Next. With the flippers! Where the heck is the lamp, dude? It's not here. We know it's not in Swamp Palace now. Does Mothula have it? Oh my gosh. There's only so many places it could be. So the game logic wanted them to find the lamp so they could come up here. Oh wait, no. They needed to find the lamp so they could find Quake and Pod. Then they could come up here and do this. And find the flippers so they could go to Ice Palace.
And I am back again. Ladies
Alright.
and gentlemen, it is time for Ganon Tower again. We have a total of 22 chests in here. In which chest do you guys think the big key will be?
So did you catch the end of T-Rock there?
I did not, but apparently I see the flippers being marked on Nicholacci's chat right now.
Trynex dropped the flippers, so we're trying to decide where the heck the lamp was.
I'm guessing Meyer then, because that would be the only logical place remaining.
Yeah, it's Meyer, or maybe the catfish, or maybe the other item in Skull Woods.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh my gosh. So without a small... Oh wait, he did find a small key. Okay, so Nicholacci will be checking the right side first. And if it's not over here, this is more time that KillerApp is going to be getting. He's already on Trynex.
Oh man, this is a really, really tight race eventually. It looked like Nicholacci was quite in the lead, but KillerApp has gotten really, really good back.
Is he going to make this? Oh, he didn't make it.
Oh, this is disgusting. That's even... Oh, man.
Yeah, he's just going to give up and head to the left side. That's fine. He was out of magic.
The chest was on the right side now, or the big key.
Oh, he's out of magic. I think he's out of magic. He used all of his blue potions. Oh, with the small key on the torch there.
Yeah, but
are they going to be key locked?
There is a full magic refill on the right-hand side, though, under the second pot.
Yeah, that's true. So whenever he used the mirror to reset the dungeon, he could have just gone back there and got it.
Oh, if KillerApp makes the right hand call right now and the big key is there, that would be a massive upset right here.
Oh, there's the shovel. We can go dig up the boots now or something. I don't know.
Well, I think key-wise, it might still be required, right? The torch. If they actually go for a full clear with a big key, well, big key being in tile room, they will need one extra small key, and that one is on the torch.
So I'm a little concerned because Nick used a key on the right side, and he can't grab the key that's on the torch. So I don't know if he's going to have key problems going this way or not.
Would this mean... Oh, Killer is going left as well.
Oh, so there's a gamble that he's not going to be able to take.
But then again, he probably will not get key locked on the left-hand side.
Yeah, it's entirely possible that this could happen. He doesn't have a key right now. I don't exactly remember where the key doors are, honestly, because I've always had enough keys.
There is one right after this one. If he picks up this chest and it doesn't have a small key, he needs to go to the right.
Oh no, he's gotta go!
Oh, this is so intense. We don't know where the big key is.
Uh-oh, he better hope there's something over here. If there's not a key over here, there's probably has to be a key over here, honestly. But if there's not, he's gotta go find the
pot. Under the pot after the teleport, there's definitely a small key.
That's true. I'm just thinking of a situation where he has to go find the boots to complete the dungeon.
But this... Oh man, if that would happen, that would be insane.
That probably won't happen as long as he doesn't use the key to open up the shortcut door. Okay, well, Nick is back on the right side now, and KillerApp's going to keep going here on the left. He's going to be able to do that.
If
So
the
this
boots
is
are-
huge.
This is a very, very awkward Ganon Tower because usually it's decided by a left and right gamble, but this time it is decided by keys.
Okay. All right, Nick, was it a blessing that you ran out of keys?
Oh, here we go. Compass, no, that's not it. The map, that's not it either. The green rupee
Oh, no.
and...
Oh, no!
It was left side! Or maybe Talroom.
So suddenly Killer App is what you would consider to be in the lead, but it looks like Nicholacci is just gonna be going straight to Ice Armos now.
Oh man.
So if it's over here, he's not actually losing that much time.
What if the boots are in the random room and he needs that key? Oh, there it is in the rando room. Oh, Killer App, you were. Oh, this is so exciting to be honest.
Oh no, you gotta feel for Nicholacci now because he's not gonna find that until he finishes the rest of the lower area.
Yeah, indeed. So the lead, like, completely shifted towards Killer App, but he is continuing in order to find one more extra small key, and he cannot access the right-hand side.
Oh yeah, you're right. He doesn't. Oh my gosh.
Maybe he'll have to do the tile room to get the boots or something in order to get that one from the torch. I don't know what's happening
I don't
here.
think he'll do that. He'll probably keep going until he can grab the one from under the pot. Oh, he's got to do this weird bomb jump now.
I was actually expecting him to check the big chest right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say at this point I would rather just check the big chest to see if there's a small key in there.
And they're high-fiving exactly on the exact same room. This is exciting.
Okay,
And Nicholacci's going for the bomb jump, it seems.
well, he can go this way.
Yeah, but he's going for the bomb jump. And Killer App is just going the normal route.
Ether needs love too. This is great. Oh, he gets the bomb jump. Okay, now Nick's in the lead. Oh wait, he doesn't have the big key. Never mind.
Oh, what Killer App falls down.
If you fire on that torch up there, you absolutely have enough time to walk around it.
Oh, no key at Bob, so he has to kill Ice Armos in the hope that there's a... Oh, wait, he's going for the big key now. Or big chest. Oh, wait.
Oh, he's lighting the torch.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
He's lighting the torch indeed, like you said.
Oh no, I don't know if falling's actually faster in this situation. They might, since he doesn't have the boots, they might go out before he gets there, but oh, he's fine.
Oh, nice, he made it. But then again, Bob does not have his small key. And what if Armos does not have a small key either? Then they will have to find the boots in order to finish this dungeon.
Oh, Nicholacci can be really... Oh, he can be in a really bad situation.
Oh, there is a small key right there. So Killer has the opportunity to finally clear out Ganon Tower here. I have to say, this is one of the weirdest Ganon Towers I've ever seen in a race, but it's entertaining as hell.
It's a very strange race that we had here. Yeah, he's not even going to check the other two chests. He's out. But Nick now knows exactly where the big key is, so he's going to head there and start climbing up. But without the tempered sword, he's going to have to make up a lot of time if he wants a shot at this.
Wait. This means Nicholacci needs the small key in order to get to the rando room. And that would mean that he has 0 keys going for the climb. So he has to hope that there is the boots on top. Else he will have to find the boots to finish it.
Well, there can also be a small key upstairs in the first 2 chests.
Yeah, that's one of that, and the one right before Moldum too. But if there is nothing there, then he will have to backtrack all the way for the boots. That is devastating at this point.
Yeah, the key can also be the big chest, I guess, but I mean, that still means he's gonna... Is he gonna go check the big chest after he finds this? I would imagine he does.
I think he does as well. And what if that holds the boots? That would just make things even more interesting.
Well, he could get a small key there. Oh my
I have no
gosh.
idea what this Ganon Tower is trying to do. Is he going for the Death Warp?
I love video games, dude. This is great.
He's going for the Death Warp. Why is he not going to check the big chest then? He knows he's one key short.
He has to go check it. He can't leave. He bombed it.
He's okay.
He's going back to the start. He might realize immediately that might be a mistake if he needs a small key out of the big chest.
Oh, just imagine the boots being right before Moldorm 2 and he has to mirror out and climb all the way up again.
I think with zero small keys, yeah, of the 4 chests up there, you should only be able to check 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, he can't get to Moldorm 2. KillerApp has the certainty of finishing Ganon Tower, but he does not know where Nicholacci is at this point. And 1 hour 40 in, and both players being in Ganon Tower.
There were 2 very free items in this seed that neither player got for a very long time, being the bow and the flute.
Yeah,
so
that is true. But
they both have to feel super behind because of that.
Yeah, and then again, this seed gave them Dark World access so early with that hammer and the gloves. So I can imagine that they checked it late, but they were both checking Sahashla extremely late for the bow, and they must think indeed, what did my opponent do?
He decides he wants that, and I don't blame him. I don't know how many blue potions Killer has left. I don't think Nick has any, honestly. Might have 1.
For the sense of excitement, I really hope that KillerApp does not open either of the 3 chests right before Moldorm 2.
We'll just be watching Nick go up and not even knowing if there's going to be a small key up there.
Oh, is Nicholacci indeed out of blue potions like chat is saying?
Yeah, I think he definitely used a good amount of them. I wasn't sure if he only had 1 or none.
Ooh, the stun pack is a heart though, so he's definitely grabbing a lot of them right there.
Oh, very good. Very good to know at this point.
Oh, no, he did not stun that one. He just bounced it back into the, well, spikes.
That's usually what you want to do, but right now he's a little worried.
He wants hearts, and every time he gets 1 heart, he loses 1.
Careful, Killer. Don't get the glitch. Okay, good. He waited on it just to be sure.
That would finish this Ganon Tower, though, if that glitch were to happen. And Killer is not checking the chests.
Oh, good. We can still be on the edge of our seats.
Oh, man, let's pray for Nicholacci that there is a small key right there.
Yeah, we have no idea where the lamp was. There was only like maybe 3 spots it could be, and they're all so far away from each other.
I think we only didn't see, I think Skull Woods, right? 1 chest? Then
1 chest
Meyer,
Skull,
1 chest?
Meyer 1 chest. I think maybe Desert Palace 1 item. And... Killer, you have no time, dude! You gotta go!
Nicholacci's right on your tail. He's just bombing the validation chest. Well, anyways, KillerApp is heading up to Aga 2 now, while we are about to find out if Nicholacci needs the boots to finish this seed, yes or no.
Uh-oh. As long as he doesn't die for... Oh, well, okay. All the guards are over there.
Nice triple right there from KillerApp.
Oh, he doesn't have any magic!
You have another magic pot? Oh wait, he doesn't have the lamp.
He doesn't have the lamp. He has to...
Oh man.
This is the end for him if he doesn't have any potions.
Oh, this is just...
You need half a magic bar to do this with just the fire rod.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's realizing it.
You know, he's got 2 small magic pots in here, but that won't be enough.
It's not enough.
He's realizing it right now.
Oh no, it's setting in. He's out.
He's gonna feel so bad after this Ganon Tower, to be honest.
Yeah, he's gonna grab the big magic on the right side, and then I guess try again. Meanwhile, Killer starting his Ganon fight. Tempered Sword, 16 hearts, red male. I know he has at least one blue potion, maybe still a fairy too, so he shouldn't have any issue with this. Not to mention silver arrows. Wait, where are you going, Nick? Is he gonna dig for magic?
No, he's gonna buy more potions because he's low on health as well, I guess.
Oh no.
But he leaves his portal right there, so he has to walk all the way across again to access Ganon Tower. But Killer, on the meanwhile, is thinking that Nicholacci is on Ganon as well, so he's fighting with extremely high risks here.
Yeah, I'll say he has got one heart right now. Does he not have a potion? Oh, he has a fairy.
Oh, he's got a fairy, yeah. That's those safety strats paying off right here.
Oh my gosh, the fairies in Eastern Palace. Thank you, Bugnet.
Every single item in this seed they found, so oh, and there goes his fairy. But yeah, every single item they found so far has been used in this seed, even the Bugnet.
Yeah, Ether sure was, that's for sure. I think I want to say I saw Bombos used once.
Yeah, Bombos was used in the Pod Dark Room, I think, by Nicholacci to get rid of the the dragon thingies there.
Alright, with the silvers, I don't think that he's gonna have any more trouble. Yeah, he made it past the hard phases. Doesn't get the torch glitch, but doesn't really care.
That's a nice position. Maybe a triple hit here?
That's
And
gonna
that
do it.
does it for KillerApp.
Man, oh man.
I have never seen such a tight Ganon Tower, to be honest. Such an exciting, well, display from both runners.
So KillerApp finishes with a time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 58 seconds.
Ah, and he does not get the princess in another castle. That's a shame. But I think this was their very first match, so KillerApp will move 1-0 into the Swiss round right now.
Yep, that's how we're gonna do it. Starting next week, there's gonna be a whole nother 50 some odd matches to get
Plus,
through.
don't forget the secondary tournament with equal amounts of matches. So there's more than enough randomizer to, well, satiate your brains with. Oh, I love this comment from chat, to be honest. Luigi finally won one.
Yeah, well, Luigi won, but it wasn't by doing absolutely nothing. He worked for that one.
That is true. He definitely worked through this.
All right, I'm gonna drop KillerApp in here, and we'll give him a little questioning. Hey, Killer, GG.
Hey,
Good
GG.
game, Killer.
Thanks.
So when you found that bow, what were you thinking?
Well, I figured it was either gonna be that or the lamp or the flippers, cause at the beginning I sequence broke and got a couple of things. It really sent me through a loop, cause it was weird.
At the start there, you broke out and just did a bunch of stuff, finding the hook shot and the mitts, and man, you just kept on going. In the book.
That was insane.
What were your thoughts when you saw Trinex drop those flippers?
It just made me question like the logic even more. But at that point, I was just ready to finish the race, so it's whatever.
So.
Oh, Nicholacci finding a small key.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we want to tell you a little story here. Your opponent entered Ganon's tower.
I think when
was it before you?
Yeah, definitely. KillerApp was just clearing the laser bridge, I think. At that point, just after the laser bridge, Nicholacci entered Ganon Tower.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. So he entered Ganon's tower. He went to the right side first. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And he got to the fire room, with the conveyor belts and the torches and all that, and he didn't get the door open. He didn't get there in time.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
one of the
he
reasons I
decided-
went left.
Yeah, so he decided to go left, but he got key locked because he had used the key on the right side.
Oh no!
Right before the rando room.
So then he had to go to the right side. He went all the way to Ice Armos. And he still didn't have a key, so we had to or well, I guess Ice Armos had the key after that, so then he had to go back.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And then during his climb, he got to the torch room, and then he just ran out of magic because you didn't have the lamp. He didn't have enough magic in order to finish the torch room.
Yeah.
So he mirrored out and just bought some potions.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because of the key situation, he was climbing the tower with 0 keys,
And
so
I'm
he just had to
assuming he
hope there
did-
was one up
Yeah,
there.
he didn't have lamp either, so yeah.
Yeah, we have no
and
idea.
You never opened one of those 3 chests in the in the latter part of the ascent, so we never knew if Nicholacci was going to find one of those keys.
Oh, yeah.
He
Don't
did
know.
find one. He found one in the tile room, so I
Yeah.
think he's good to go now.
I wasn't about to gamble on those chests walking all the way up there. So I just went ahead and walked on and got one from Armos.
Yeah, but either way, yeah, mega GG's for that. You guys both found the lamp, or sorry, not the lamp, the flute and the bow very, very late,
Yeah, that's
despite them being accessible very quickly.
Yeah, it's easy to do. I didn't even get the hammer right away. It was a while before I got the hammer. At that point, when I was thinking, I knew there had to be a progressive item that I missed before I even got to the Dark World, because I got the Titan's Mitts off sequence.
Yeah, that's right.
So I went ahead and checked escape, and of course the hammer was right there.
I think as
But it-
soon as you got the hammer, your opponent was picking up the hook shot at the top while staying
Oh.
on sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you both decided to go completely lampless mire, which was an absolute treat to watch because you both used the exact same lineup with tossing the Cane of Samaria block right on the switch.
Yeah, that's the
You
only way
both
I know
got it.
how to do it.
Yeah, I know. Well, I can imagine. And you both got it on the first try, which you tossed the block, which was really nice to see.
That was crazy because I usually struggle at it so bad, and I was like, oh my god, finally. And even the Turtle Rock Dark Room, it's supposed to be easy, but I struggle with it sometimes. But I
Yeah.
got that first try as well.
Yeah, I think I saw you loop around the top a little bit, but other than that, it was just fine.
Hmm.
Yeah, and in T-Rock, you opted to go for the big chest, while Nicholacci decided not to check it, and it should have a small key on the laser room. But you had to backtrack all the way again just for that one small key in the big chest.
Oh, that's tough, man.
But I have to say, thank you very much for the most entertaining Ganon Tower we've ever seen, I think.
Oh man, bootless going through Ganon Tower is just a struggle. Especially if you have to go to the later part where I'd used the ether before I remembered you could use the fire rod on that lamp.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Well,
Luckily I had one shot left, so I didn't have to use my blue potion.
No, Nicholacci opted to go for the bomb jump strat on the exact same point, and you were literally on that same room in the exact same time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was walking left from the right side of the tower, like at the bottom, heading towards the bomb jump spot, while you were headed down there from after falling and lighting the torch. If you guys just high-fived at that spot, it was really good.
Not too bad, only that one death to blind, which I was just being dumb and didn't use my cape.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, like Chad is indeed pointing out, Nicholacci is still going up to Ganon Tower, and he opened those 3 chests which you did not choose to open, Killer. But he did not find a small key there, so he would go all the way back.
So yeah, even if he hadn't died or hadn't ran out of magic earlier, he still would have been stuck. He had to come down and do the tile room.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask, if he did the tile room, for if there a key there.
Man. if something else had happened that was bad, he would have had to leave and find the boots before he could continue on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a very strange Ganon's Tower as far as key placement.
But yeah, I think that the boots and the lamp will remain the biggest mystery in this seed because they were somewhere in the overworld.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that because you got the fire rod so quickly that it would have been off Mothula or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because I'd never checked Skullwoods, and I usually do that. But it was pendant early on, and I just went to Thieves.
Yeah, usually I think a lot of people check value woods nowadays though. I mean, it's not even skull woods anymore, it's just value woods, period.
Right.
Alright, Nicholacci jumping into Ganon with just the Master Sword. So we thought that when Nick was ahead of you mostly through most of Turtle Rock, we were wondering if it was just going to come, how much closer it would be on Ganon because he has the Master Sword and you have the Tempered, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, he never found another sword.
Oh.
And I guess the key situation.
Oh, did he grab
kind of
that
ruined
Quake and just finish off Todd?
No, actually he went into the maze, but the chest right before the big chest, he checked his menu and then he mirrored out just to go for Helmasaur. So I think he was thinking that there was no items left in that dungeon.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was right next to it and just didn't go up and grab it.
Yeah, I grabbed that and noticed I had all the dungeon items, so I went ahead and got the other 2 items. Or the other item that was there. And luckily it was the sword, because I struggled with that dark room as well.
Yeah, in that maze, I could see where you were, but at the start of it, you were actually right on point, but somewhere you made one wrong turn, and you were just wondering, where the hell am I in that maze?
Yeah, I thought I was on that top left chest, but I didn't hear the sound that I got the item, so I just had to keep changing my movement. Because the bottom half it's a lot easier than the top part for me.
Yeah, that is true. And the worst part about the top left chest is it's not straight in the center. So if you hit it, you just have to wiggle a bit to the right in order to grab that small chest.
Right. Yeah, I've had that problem before.
But yeah, it looks like Nicholacci's round about to, well, finish up his Ganon fight. He's nearly on phase 4 and he's got silver arrows.
That's good. Yeah, but we couldn't get half magic either because that was that lumberjack.
Yeah, and you never found the lamp in order to do Aga 1.
Right.
Oh, he's getting hit twice. He does not have a fairy.
Oh no, he didn't get the torch glitch.
Yeah, he's got 1 blue potion left, I think, doesn't he?
I sure hope so. He hopes so.
There we go. Yeah, he does. Then he should probably finish off Ganon right here. Ooh, randomly firing an arrow.
He's just saying hi to Ganon. Yeah, I guess the torch glitch doesn't really matter when you have silvers and this many blue potions.
Mm-hmm.
But at least it was an advantage that you knew that none of you were going to probably find that half magic.
Right.
Oh, careful.
Oh, we got a silverless hit.
It. Yeah, it's just gonna wait on that one.
Oh, a torch just ran out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he should have it this time, though. And there we go. GG to Nicholacci.
GG.
Sticking it out after that unfortunate key situation, G Tower. It's finished with an official SRL time of... Oh, where is it?
Shooting arrows at the door right now.
Yeah, take that.
Ah, there we go.
1 hour, 59 minutes, and 19 seconds. Barely making the sub 2. But
Yeah.
GG to both runners.
I like
the
that scene,
nomination
that
of
was
Dr.
pretty
Wiley.
tough.
Yeah, it was, like I said, it was a real treat to watch you both do both dark rooms, though, because it went really smooth for both of you. Just some minor mishaps, but then again, it is still dark rooms, and they're not easy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we did all the dark rooms.
I just wonder, by the way, what if the boots were in the escape part, that one chest in
That one? Yeah,
Yeah.
that might have been.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that one.
I might have checked it, but I think I got like a heart refill, like a piece that refilled my health. So I didn't death warp. I just saved and quit.
Yeah, fair enough. What about that that T-Rock starter kit in Escape though, with hammer, cane, and fire rod, and a blue potion?
Yeah, that was pretty big.
It was so funny to see.
Yeah, it really set us off in a different direction. Because if there was nothing there, I might have went to get the bow.
Oh man. Well, I think Nicholacci said that he doesn't have a mic or isn't going to be joining us, so I think. Yeah, he's not going to be joining us. That's all right. He's got to keep some sound down. But I think, unless there's anything else, I guess we can just about wrap it up.
Maybe Killer wants to say something to the seed, just some frustration. I don't know. But remember, this is a PG, all family show.
Well, with what we had, you can't really complain too much. You just had to fight through it, but I enjoyed it. And it's good practice too, because I really don't practice the dark rooms that much, and it gives me incentive to keep at it.
And I think with that, I will also be going to learn the Meyer Darkroom.
But I'll probably just look through the seed afterwards and just see where the stuff was.
I just noticed, by the way, that my name in the commentary is spelled wrong.
Nice.
But then again, yeah, it was a really fun seed to watch, especially the last 20 minutes. That was one hell of a show
Yeah,
for both of you.
I can imagine. Back and forth, probably.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, all right. I think that's going to do it for us. Thank you all for watching this episode of the open mode tournament for Link to the Past Randomizer. I could probably pull up the schedule to see what else is going on today, because there's a lot of races going on. It looks like in 1 hour, Files versus Kroya is going on Speed Gaming 2. And I think Jet and Jim were going on Speed Gaming 2, though they may have finished already. I'm not sure. And then let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more races other than that today. It's ridiculous.
And then we still have the secondary tournament, which has one race going on right now on Randomizer Mania 4, which is between Android 412412 and Gus. And there's one more match which is unfortunately not being restreamed. And there are, well, basically until 10 p.m. EDT, you guys are set for matches.
So yeah, lots of Zelda today. Lots of Zelda tomorrow and every day. And then next week, everyone's going to have a new opponent they got to fight. So definitely stay tuned, Speed Gaming and all that. So thank you all for watching.
Yeah, and see you guys next time. Have a good evening, afternoon, or wherever you're from.
And thank you guys for watching.
Follow the everyone.